So it's time for us to go ahead and talk about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and see how this phone has been holding up for the last 6 months. Now, luckily for us, I don't believe there's been a really big widespread issue for any of these S22 phones. There were a few things here and there, but beyond that, I think both these phones, like the S22, S22 Ultra, and S22 Plus, I think all three of these phones have done a great job at holding up. But with the Galaxy S22 Ultra specifically, there are a lot of moving pieces. We've since gotten the new Galaxy Folds, we've gotten a new budget Pixel, but I will be honest, there hasn't really been a direct competition to this phone just yet. I think with the iPhone 13 Pro Max is coming out very soon, it's probably going to change up a little bit, but I think the S22 Ultra is still a very, very good phone. Luckily, like I said, there hasn't been a widespread crazy issue. There's been a few things here and there, but widespread, I haven't really seen that too much. If you want to buy one of these things, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there. You can help support the channel at the same time. Now, one of the big things is price tags. The Galaxy S22 Ultra has gone down from its retail price to about $899 on Amazon. So you can actually buy these things for a few $100s cheaper than what it was retailing for just on Amazon itself. But if you are willing to go even more in the used market, you can go on eBay and you can just go pick one of these things up and save even more money that way. So that is a really good thing to keep in mind as well. And that's probably one of the biggest movements for this phone since its release. I will say though, the screen of this thing is still beautiful. I think Samsung knocked it out of the park with this type of device with its 6.8 inch, dynamic AMOLED display, 120 hertz curved panel as well. I mean, Samsung did a tremendous job with this phone, and I still think it is a very good screen. I would say for the next 5 to 10 years, I don't really think you're going to notice that the screen is like dated or anything like that. The only thing I can even kind of see happening is maybe like an increase in where you can put your fingerprint to unlock it, maybe like the curved panel going away, but I feel like that's a good thing about this phone. So this whole entire phone screen still holds up very well. The S Pen on this thing has been a humongous success in my opinion. I think many people love the S Pen, so much so in fact that even with the Z Folds that Samsung just made, they're making cases for the S Pen. They're making so many things for that, and I think that is a really big thing to keep in mind. When you have something like an S22 Ultra, many people buy it because of that S Pen capability. So that is still holding up very well. The camera quality on this phone has held up very well as well. I mean, this thing has, multiple different camera setups within it. I won't even go too in depth with it, but the 4K at 60 on the front and the back, the 8K capability on this phone, to give you some perspective, the Pixels can still not do 8K. The iPhones can still not do 8K. There are many phones that still cannot shoot for, 8K capability videos. In fact, there are still some phones that can't even shoot 4K at 60 on the front. So there is still a humongous room for improvement on all the phones across, all the different landscapes. So I think with something like the S22 Ultra, if you buy this phone today, you are going to be in such good hands for many years to come. So that is still a very good thing. The performance of this phone has also been just top tier in my opinion. If you are getting a phone like the Galaxy S22 Ultra, you are going to be having such a solid performing phone for many years to come. In fact, I've been looking at a lot more mobile gaming videos recently, and almost a lot of people who, play games and mobile games, whatever, on their phones, especially on the emulator side, are using phones that have like Qualcomm Snapdragon like 865 chips or 855. Like they're using Galaxy S10s or even Galaxy S9s for those types of games, and they are playing such heavy intensive games or heavy intensive emulators on those specific devices. So with something like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, the only movement we've got is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Plus chipset. Beyond that, I see this phone lasting so long in the performance side. This thing has 12 gigs of RAM as well, so you're not going to be missing out on RAM anytime soon on this device either. So the performance is the one thing I probably wouldn't worry too much about this phone, at least for the next several years. The software is another big thing. I've gotten so many software updates on a multitude of different my Galaxy devices, and this one is no exception. You're going to be getting software updates for many years to come. I still think Pixels are probably going to be top tier. I feel like Google is going to pull some strings, and they're going to make a phone that lasts like 8 years or something, probably in the next 2 years. So we'll kind of see what happens there. But I think overall, the Galaxy S22 Ultra has been a very solid pickup of a phone. It really hasn't been the most perfect phone of all time, but I think Samsung has done a great job with this device, and I'm honestly looking forward to it. And I can't wait till you review this phone next year and see a year later how this phone's held up. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.